Hey guys, today we are starting on chapter 1, lesson 2. All right, today we're going to be learning about how to write a ratio in simplest form, fractions, and compare chronological data using ratios. Okay, so the reason why we did fractions before we started doing chapter 1 is because you need to learn how to simplify everything, and that is why we did fractions before we did ratios. So a ratio is a comparison of two quantities by division, okay? And there are three different ways that you can write a ratio, okay? So the first way to write a ratio is like we all do, 2/6, okay? That is how we learned how to write a fraction. That's how we learned to write a ratio, okay? That's one way. Another way is that we could actually write 2/6, okay? And this is our example. And then our last one is 2, and then we have our semicolons to 6, okay? So there's three different ways that you can write a ratio. Any of these three will be good, except the only thing that you need to do is write them in simplest form, okay, which we'll be getting to in a moment. All right, so it says write a ratio in the simplest form that compares the number of red paper clips to the number of blue paper clips, and then explain its meaning. So if we look at our ratios, okay, we have one red paper clip to every three paper clips, okay? So you could write 1 to 3, okay? 1 to 3, or 1 semicolon 3, okay? And what this means is that since there is every red paper clip, there is going to be a blue paper, three blue paper clips. Okay, so for every one red paper clip, there's going to be three blue paper clips. Okay, all right, and this is on page 20. All right, so if we were to look at all of these, like we should have in the first place, there would have been 6 blue paper clips, okay, 6, and then 2 red paper clips, and that is how I got to 1/3. I divided both of these by 2, and I got to 1/3, and that's how I got my answer of 1/3, or 1 to 3, or 1 to 3, okay, right? Example 2, which is on page 21, okay, up at the top, we are using ratios to compare um, chronological data. So in our example, we have number 2, several students name their favorite flavor of gum. Write the ratio that compares the number who chooses fruit to the total number of students. So how we're going to do that is we're going to look at fruit, okay? So fruit has 1, okay, or sorry, 3, right? And then total, okay, we want to find the total, right? To find the total, we need to add all of these up. So I have 10, 18 plus 3, that is 21, okay? Which then I'm going to put my total over here, okay? You want to make sure that these line up with each other, okay? So fruit is going to be on where fruit's at, total is going to be where the total is supposed to be, all right? And then we can simplify this. So both of these can be simplified by 3. Divide both by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And then 21 divided by 3 is 7. So now we have, for every one person who likes fruit, okay, one person who likes fruit gum, right? We have we have 7 students who, uh, sorry, one fruit out of 7 students. That's what it should be, of 7 students. Sorry, making this more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, so for every one person who likes fruit gum, okay, there are 7 students. Make sense? Hopefully. All right. All right, so now we're going to look at number 3, which is going to be similar to number 2. Okay, so Monday's yogurt sales are recorded in the table. Write a ratio that compares the sales of strawberry yogurt to the total sales, and then explain its meaning. So we're going to look at strawberry, okay, which is going to have 8. All right, let's bet it. That's bad. Okay, over total. Okay, to find my total, I add these up. So I have 13 here, right? plus 8, that's 21, plus 3, that's 24, okay? So 24 is going to go on the bottom, all right? We are still going to count our 8 from our strawberries because that is our total number as a whole, okay? So then we're going to divide both of these by 8, okay? So divide both top and bottom by 8, which we're going to get 1 and 3. Or you can write it 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, okay? Depending on how you want to write it. So, and explain what it means. So for every one out of every 3, okay? 3 yogurt cups uh, sold were strawberry. Okay, and this is on page 21. All right. Example 4, last one. So Katie wants to divide her 30 flowers into 2 groups that the ratio is 2 to 3. Okay, so the way that I would do this, there's 2 different ways that you could do it. The first step you could do is a block method. Okay, so you could divide that 2. Okay, all right. Right, so now we have 5 blocks, and now we need to add flowers into each block. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So in each of these boxes, we have 6 dots. So that means that there's going to be 12 here, and there's going to be 18 in our other group. So then our ratio would be 12 over 18. Okay, if you don't want to draw out a box and do that, that is fine. So what you can also do is you can count that you have two boxes and 3 boxes. Okay, I usually just add these together. All right, so I would have 5 equal sections. Okay, and then what I would do is I would then take 30 divided by 5, and I would get my answer that way, which would be 6. Okay, so then each box, okay, 6 in each box. All right, so if there's 6 in each box and I want to multiply the first 2, okay, all right, I would get 12, and then my other ratio is 3, okay, which is an 18, and my ratio would be 18 to 12, okay. All right, if you guys need help with anything, please let me know. If you need to look in the book, please make sure you are following along in the book. If you have any other questions, please email me. Starting on November 30th, I will be on remote teaching at 1:45 to 3:30 if you guys need to get on and ask any questions. Okay, have a good day.